Namaste students, my name is JVS Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So today we are going to discuss a topic that is solar water heaters, and this belongs to the subject renewable energy and green technology. So these solar water heaters, and they are also known as the solar domestic hot water systems, and they can be a cost-effective way to generate the hot water for the household purposes. So the system basically consists of a collector, a tank, a thermo siphon system, and it is very simple. It is not expensive, yet quite efficient. So we have to do the solar site survey to establish these solar projections. This will ensure that you actually get enough sun on your collector to make it beneficial or working. Because temperature variation within the solar water heaters is not uniform, so we have to measure the water temperature at least in three strategic locations within the water heater. Temperature measurements within the heater are taken at the inlet, center, and the outlet of the heater. So this helps us visualize the temperature stratification within the heater. And furthermore, the heat losses vary with ambient air temperature, with consequently included as a fourth measurement. Temperature measurement were taken with the onset temperature and temperature sensors. So first is the active solar water heating system, and second one is the passive solar water heating system. So there are broadly two categories: active solar water heating system and the passive solar water heating system. So we are taking the first one first, the active solar water heating system. So there are two types of active solar water systems are there. One is the direct circulation system, and second is the indirect circulation system. So in the direct circulation system, the pumps circulate the household water through the collectors and into the home. So they work well in climates where it rarely fridges. So in the indirect circulation system, the pumps circulate a non-freezing heat transfer fluid through the collector and a heat exchanger. So this heats the water that then flows into the home, and they are popular in climates prone to freezing temperatures. So passive solar water heating system. What is the passive solar water heating system? So passive solar water heating system are typically less expensive than the active systems, but they are usually not as efficient as the active one. However, the passive systems can be more reliable and may last longer. So there are two basic types of the passive systems. One is the integral collector storage passive system, and one is the thermosiphon systems. Okay, so the integral collector storage passive system, these work best in the areas where temperatures rarely fall below freezing, and they also work well in the household with significant daytime and evening hot water needs. So the thermosiphon system, so water flows through the system when warm water rises as cooler water sinks. The collector must be installed below the storage tank, and so the warm water will rise into the tank. The system are reliable, but the contractors must pay careful attention to the roof design. Because of the heavy storage tank, they are usually more expensive than integral collector storage passive systems. Okay, so a solar water heater consists of a collector to collect the solar energy and as insulated storage tank to store the hot water. And the total system with solar collector, storage tank, and pipelines is called the solar hot water system. The solar water heating system are of two types: a closed loop system and open loop system. Okay, again one categorization is there on the basis system, on the basis of their loop system. One is the closed loop system and another is the open loop system. So in the closed loop system, the heat exchangers are installed to protect the system from hard water obtained from the bore wells or freezing temperatures in the cold regions. The open loop system has two categories: thermosiphon and forced circulation system. So thermosiphon systems are simple and relatively inexpensive. The forced circulation systems employ the electrical pumps to circulate the water through the collector and storage tank. So the choice of system depends on the heat requirement, weather conditions, heat transfer, fluidity, fluid quality, space availability, annual solar radiation, etc. So most solar water heaters requires a well-insulated storage tank, and solar storage tanks have an additional outlet and inlet connected to and from the collector. In two tank systems, the solar water heater preheats water before it enters the conventional water heater. In one tank system, the backup heater is combined with the solar storage in one tank. So three types of solar collectors are used for the residential application: flat plate collector, the integral collector storage system, and the evacuated tube solar collector. So the flat plate collector, in the glazed flat plate collector are insulated, weatherproof boxes that contains a dark absorber plate under one or more glass or plastic covers. Unglazed flat plate collector, typically used for the solar pool heating, have a dark absorber plate and made of metal or polymer with a cover or enclosure. Second is the integral collector storage system, so also known as the ICS or batch systems. So they feature one or more black tanks or tubes in an insulated glazed box. Cold water first passes through the solar collectors, which preheats the water. The water then continues on to the conventional backup water heater and providing a reliable source of hot water. So they should be installed only in mild fridge climates, because the outdoor pipes could freeze in severe cold weather. Next one is the evacuated tube solar collector. So they feature parallel rows of transparent glass tubes. Each tube contains a tube glass outer tube or metal absorber tube attached to a fin. So this fin's coating absorbs the solar energy but inhibits the radiative heat loss. These collectors are used more frequently for US commercial applications. Okay, so this was about the types of the solar cookers, solar water heaters. So how to select a solar water heater? So before we purchase and install a solar water heating system, we want to do the following things. That first, we estimate the cost efficiency and energy efficiency of a solar water heating system, and also understand the various components needed for the solar water heating system, including the heat exchangers for solar water heating system, heat transfer fluids for solar water heating system. So design of a solar water heater. So the solar water heating is designed for the supply of hot water to the bathroom section and wash basins for hotel or in the houses. So for that purpose, a low cost water heating with heat storage system is being designed, and the design of the solar water heating system depends on the member of the family. If it is the small member of the family, or it is a large member of family, or if it is used for the hotels, etc. So the cost will vary, the construction material will vary. So according to that, you have to select the design of the solar water heating system. Okay, so now what are the applications of the solar water heating system. So first one is the domestic applications. So in the flats, in the bungalows, in the apartments, in the for the car washing, etc. Second one is the commercial applications are there in the hotels, in the hospitals, in the hostels, in the dormitories, in the restaurants, etc. The water heating system may be installed. Third one is the industrial purpose, and then process industries, preheating, boil, feed water, breweries and wineries. In agriculture, it can be used. So in domestic sector, hot water is used for the bathing, washing clothes and utensils, etc. So the requirement may, however, vary with the season of the year and the number of the family members. So the experience, an average 30 to 35 liter of water at 50 to 50 degrees Celsius is consumed by an individual. So thus a family for 4 member, 125 LPD solar water heating system is quite sufficient. Okay, so depending on the distribution pattern of hot water, the system could be either modular or big capacity single tank system. So it depends on the requirement. So according to that, you have to select the water heating system. You can increase its efficiency or its other things also. So this was about the solar water heating system. Hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any query, you can write in the comment box. I will resolve that. And this session was powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.